Hello everyone, welcome back for another book review. So today we are talking about this one. This is Earth Power Techniques of Natural Magic by Scott Cunningham. After the last book we did, this is more along the lines of what I feel like that book was trying to do, but like Cunningham has always done it better. Granted, some of his stuff is definitely getting dated, and so that's something you do have to keep in mind. And this one I was really excited to go through. Again, especially after some of the other ones of like the more natural magic stuff. This is like actually what I was looking for. So this book goes through mostly the elements and some just kind of natural magic systems that you can do, such as like working with the 4 different directions of wind. He also talks about how to obviously use different forms of water, like rain versus fog, versus like a running river kind of a thing. And then of course you have sea magic. This is a standard Cunningham sized book. I don't know if they like gave him a word count like limit, but like I swear all of his are about the same size. I think sometimes we get caught up a lot in the fancy kind of spells where you need to have this particular stone, this particular herb, and you need to have it set up on your altar in a certain way, and there's just a lot of ritual and a lot of prep behind it. And this is more just like, listen, do you have a cold? Here's Not Magic, which I was really impressed with. His section on Not Magic, while short, it was one of the most informative ones on what to do, and like tells you like what to do with it a lot of times afterwards, and like the pros and cons of like burning it. Like if you burn a knot spell, like, you know, your cord of knots and whatever, then like it will never become unraveled, but also it's really hard to reverse those. But yeah, like overall, this book, it's so nice. It's just something simple. When you're sick, which I am kind of tempted because I'm sick of this, but like you're supposed to do, I think it was like 9 or 10 knots, and then you like wear it around your throat or something for like such amount of time, and then you like bury it or something, or like undo the knots. Like he tells you what to do, obviously, and I'm sick and I don't remember. I have it written down, but regardless, he goes over just very simple things. This is as simple as like picking rocks on your path instead of like going and buying expensive stones, because it's just as powerful to find found stones and use those. And so it's just really much more about like using what's around you, and that's just one of those things that I really loved about Cunningham's work. And he doesn't really have too much of an emphasis on like the religion side of it. This is really a spell book and like methods of using magic in like a very like quickly just like earth-based stuff. Like no fancy tools really. It's stuff you'll probably find very easily. You just kind of go outside and it's there. It's not a fancy herb that you have to go find that may not grow locally kind of a thing. Like, of course, he has an appendix with a couple different ones that you could look up, but for the most part, it's just like go outside. So there are a number of things in this book that I'll be adding to my own personal book of shadows. Again, his spells are really easy and simple, and that's what I like about Cunningham's work. It's informative. It's not too academic by any means, but also it's not too casual. He walks that line really well between the two. Basically, if you can't tell, I pretty much like all of Cunningham's works, so this is just another one that it's like, yeah, you should have this. Anyways, this is gonna be kind of a short review because I still feel like crap. Moral of the story, go buy this book. It's fantastic. I think everyone should have a copy of this, especially if you want to use more natural, simple, easy spell ways to do things. Like, it doesn't cover every like topic that you would need to do a spell on, but he kind of gives you like an idea of like a starting point, and then you can go from there. Thank you to my patrons. I'll have their names here on the screen. If you would like to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day, and until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.